So prior to setting up your Amazon FBA account, it is very important to understand the account options that are available to you, as well as to make sure that you are embedding all of the correct information as you are filling out the application process to ensure that your account does not get suspended. So today I am going to go over what you absolutely must know before actually filling out your application, as well as walking you step by step to how you are going to be able to properly set up and create your account. I will tell you about the exact Amazon seller documents required. I am also going to show you Amazon account setup help in 2020. I am Sanya Bale, the best Amazon FBA coach for 2018, and this is the place where new Amazon sellers turn for more sales and higher rankings for their Amazon products. So if you want to earn money on Amazon fast, then subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video, as it will help me a lot to beat YouTube algorithm. So I'm super excited to be here sharing with you this unique business opportunity in 2020 for those of you who are aspiring entrepreneurs and are interested in starting your own online internet business. So by the end of this video, you should be able to properly set up your account and start selling on Amazon. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. In this video, I am going to go over everything you need to know about the Amazon account setup help. You should know all of these prior to listing and selling your private label product on Amazon. So it's very important that you stay tuned throughout this video and watch it carefully. I am actually going to be walking you step by step as to how properly set up and create your account to ensure that you guys don't get your account suspended whatsoever. Because if for any reason Amazon suspended your account, then it's gonna be a massive headache, guys, to actually reinstate your account, and your selling privileges are gone. If you guys do have the questions or concern, please address it in the comment section down below, as I do answer every single one of my comments on my videos, as it's in my best interest to help you guys out as much as I possibly can. Let's go ahead and get into it. So for starters, what you would want to do is simply open up your browser and go to sellercentral.amazon.com, and essentially this is the main platform for sellers on Amazon. And as soon as you get redirected to this page, what you're gonna do, simply go and click on solution, which will give us the option to sell on Amazon. So you want to go ahead and select this option right here, selling on Amazon, and now it will redirect to Amazon services page, in which we are going to see here on the right side. And as you can see, they will ask us which marketplace do you wish to actually sell in. So if you're looking to actually sell within North America, and actually it doesn't matter which one you select, because whether it's Mexico, Canada, or US, you can go ahead and select wherever you are based. So I am choosing for this example, Canada. I actually went ahead and selected the Canadian marketplace, although I am eligible to sell in US and Mexico as well. So just make sure that you do this setup accordingly. And if it, let's say you are from the States and you are interested in actually selling in France or India and want to go ahead and make sure that you do the appropriate marketplace select. So for this particular example, let's just refer to the US market. So once we are on this page, what you're gonna do is review your plan option. So under pricing, you are going to see that we have two selling plans, that the individual option plan and the professional plan. Both plans essentially are the same, and that really depends on the volume that you are gonna be generating in terms of your units, how many units are selling on a monthly basis. So we can see here the individual option is best for sellers who are planning to sell fewer than 40 items a month, whereas the professional plan is catered towards sellers that are planning to sell more than 40 items per month. There is no monthly subscription fee for the individual plan, whereas in the professional plan, we are seeing $39.99, and the selling fees is 99 cents per item, and it's including the referral fees and the variable closing fees. So it's totally up to you. I strongly recommend that when you are starting off and it's still going through product research phase, then definitely have the individual plan selected, considering it will take you a little bit of time to find your goals and winning product, and finally listed that on Amazon and start selling it. So as soon as you cross that phase, so you need like the 40 transaction mark, you pass that, you are more than welcome to actually transition and upgrade to the professional plan. So for this video, let's go and select sell as individual. So now you're gonna get redirected to this page where simply they are going to ask you to sign in to your Amazon account. And I do strongly recommend to actually create a separate business in address as opposed in having your personal email, considering you will be getting a lot of business inquiries, right? And you don't want to merge your personal account with your business, right? So in that case, we want to do is create your Amazon account, put in your full name, and then put in your business email address, and then set a password, and then re-enter your password here as well. So once you do that, you simply go ahead and select next. So now we are going to be redirected to the seller agreement page, and which simply going to ask you some basic information. So your business name, your address, phone number, your credit card information, and text information as well. Seeing here that it is asking for our legal name, as if you don't have the business yes registered, that's only that's really fine. You can simply put in your full name, but one that is indicated on your passport. And for those who have a corporation, simply put in your corporation name. Go ahead and select that I have read and accepted the terms and conditions. Simply go ahead and click on next. So now you're gonna get redirected to the seller information page, in which you will be required to tell a little bit about your business. So for those of you who have yet to register for a business, that are just looking to sell as a sole proprietor, you are more than welcome to actually put your home address as your business address. And as soon as you do start generating your first $500 or $1,000, then you surely want to go ahead and review your options. That is, of course, register for a business and then get office and like a PO box and all that stuff. Make sure that afterwards you do update the information accordingly. But again, when you are starting off, you are more than welcome to put your home address on here. Also, they will ask you to choose your unique business display. So I do recommend to have some sort of generic brand specific name. Let's say if you are in a pet niche, so you want to have a professional name. It's going to ask you to verify your phone number through SMS or calling. So whatever you're going to select, you're going to have that. Make sure that you do have the area code selected wherever you are based on. I put in my mobile number, and after that, select the language in which you want to receive your SOS for vacation in and whenever you are there. So go ahead, select that, and now you can click next and go ahead. Guys, if you are thinking how to start Amazon FBA, then I am going to share with you my step-by-step Amazon FBA guide. It is free to download for my subscribers only. So all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and then go to Sanya Bill Official Download and download the ebook right now. It is totally free on sanyabillofficial.com. So now you will be required to set up your billing method in this box. So this is very important. So with your credit card information, you want to keep in mind that once set account verification charge will be applied to your credit card upon completion of the account setup. All the correct information on here. So include your credit card number, your expiration date, and the card holder's name. Also your address will be here. You will be setting your deposit method, as you want to select the country in which your bank account is based in, and as well as the account holder number, the 9-digit routing number, and the bank account number, as you also want to retype the bank account number. Very important. I do recommend that the card holder's name does match the account holder's name. This is very important, because if for whatever reason there are discrepancies, your account will get flagged and it's gonna be a massive headache to actually reinstate your account afterward. So now we are going to be requiring to verify, like simply selecting the country in which a business is located in all of that options. Here, go ahead and select whichever country does apply to you, and once you have done that, go ahead and click next. So now we are going to be actually put in your passport information along with the expiration date, the country of issue, your first name, your middle name, your last name, and the date of birth as well. Also, you will have your address here. So if for whatever reason you do need to include the secondary address, go ahead and select out to your address, simply click submit. So part of the identity verification, they will require for you to upload a picture of your passport when you are scanning your passport. You want to make sure it's the two main pages, so the one with your photo on it and the one below it, like the one below it as well. Make sure that it's scanned in color, and you want to upload the information here. Also, additional documents either like bank account statement or credit card statement with your name on it that does match the name over here and obviously matches your passport name as well. So once you have all these additional documents on here, what you're gonna do is to go ahead and click submit. So now we are going to receive this notification that they have received your information and they will reach out to you for further clarification within the next 2 business days. So just keep an eye on their emails, and if they are going to require any additional permissions, then make sure you're going to be providing them very fast accordingly. This is the new method of actually setting up and creating your account in 2020. If you guys do have any questions or concern, please address them in the comment section below, as I see all of my comments and I answer them as much as possible, because I love to help you guys and want to succeed in your Amazon FBA journey. Also, don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button, as I would be releasing a lot more valuable content for you guys again. So again, thank you so much guys for watching, and I wish you all the best in your Amazon FBA journey. Good luck.